Hey guys, I'm Jacqueline.
And I'm Marcella.
And today we're talking about the Everything Everything movie. We were fortunate enough to live in an area where they were showing a screening, and we got to go with our friends into the city and see an early viewing of it, and it was so much fun. We had such an amazing time. If you haven't read the book or you haven't seen the movie yet, first of all, it follows the book like to a T. Like, it's really on point with the book. Like,
yeah, it was definitely,
it's a very faithful adaptation.
Overall, it was a really good book to movie adaptation.
Yeah. So what it's about is it's about this girl who is allergic to everything, and she has, it's an actual sickness. Like, it's real
called SCIDS, I think.
SCIDS, I think it was called.
Yeah.
Her mom has confined her because she can't be outside, and so she lives in her room. She hasn't left
in like
17 years.
Yeah.
And then this boy moves next door, Nick Robinson, and his name's Ollie, and he's really cute and a lot of fun. I have like this really cute romance through text messaging and through like the windows.
If you haven't seen the movie, that's pretty much all we want to tell you. Just go see it and come back after you watch it and we can discuss.
Now, if you have seen the movie, wasn't it so cute?
It was really cute.
It was very cute. I mean, alright, like, originally, in the book, a lot of it is through text messaging and stuff. So I thought it was really interesting how they decided to go about showing those conversations and how they made it all like in her head almost. And like they'd be sitting at the diner. They'd be in space. I
didn't like it at first. And then I think as it went on, I was like, okay, this is alright. Because at first, because it shows like the astronaut, like,
yeah.
Like, I kind of was, like, confused a little bit. I'm like, what is going on? Because, I don't know, like, it was weird how they were, like, standing next to each other because they're not supposed to be.
Yeah.
And it was what she was imagining, like, if it was different, if she could do that. So, I think it was unique the way that they did that because I think it's they thought it would be boring if it was just, like, on the screen, you read the text messages.
It would.
Kind of like how they did for The Fault in Our Stars, when you just read, like, when they were texting.
But even, I feel like in this book and in this story, there's so much text messaging because that's the way they communicate.
Exactly.
I don't think I've ever seen that in a movie before where they have them talking in these, like, bizarre locations. And the lighting is very weird, too. Like, when they're floating in space, it's a little cheesy, actually.
Yeah,
a little cheesy.
There were some parts that were corny a little bit, but I mean, their love story is so innocent because you have to think, she's been inside for 17 years. She doesn't know how to talk to boys, so she just...
Oh my god, I love the part when he comes in and they have to stay like on separate sides, right? And I think it was the 4th of July one when they're like spending I don't know, they're like together, right? And he's sitting on the couch and he's like, I'm more nervous than she is and she's never been outside before.
Yeah, when it was like, what was going on in their head?
It was like going on in their head. That was really cute.
They did a good job of capturing their character from the book.
Yeah, I love Ollie. He's so charming.
I think that Ollie... It was pretty spot on, I think.
Yeah, he's very charming, he's very witty, he's very, he's just fun, and he's adventurous, too, because there's that scene when, after she realizes that she wants more to her life, she wants to live, and she wants to go outside, because there's no life for her, really, just being locked in a tower, almost, you know, she hasn't left. So her and Ollie decide to go to Hawaii. Like, that's so adventurous. I'd like to see a little bit more scenes of them in Hawaii, I think. Like, they kind of show it, but
some of the movie, the parts felt a little rushed.
Yeah.
Like, before they go to Hawaii, the whole thing with Ollie and his parents and how his dad is, I don't think they explain that as fully as they could in the movie, because that's a big part of the book, how terrible Ollie's life is with his dad and how abusive he is. And I feel like they really didn't, they only kind of showed us that a little bit of like him pushing Ollie in the street, and that was really it. We got like that a little bit, and then all of a sudden it was like she's running outside for him, and like it didn't feel like she was saving his life because it didn't. We didn't
know.
Yeah, like it didn't build up to like, oh my god, like he's gonna get really hurt because this has been happening a lot. Like it didn't. I think that they could have built it up a little bit more to get to that point.
I would have liked to see more of that.
Yeah, they didn't really build up the suspense as much as they could at that part when she runs out. Yeah. It was almost too
quick.
Like they needed to build it up a little bit more to have an impact.
Well, in the book, it's in her point of view. But in a movie, they have the flexibility to show a little bit of Ollie's point of view. They could have done a little, I don't know, a little bit more of his story, I would have liked to see.
Exactly. When he's leaving in the middle of the night also, like it
had to have gotten to that.
It didn't give you that feel of like it got to that point where they needed to leave. It didn't feel like that. You didn't feel it.
The ending was also a little bit open-ended too. You know, what happened with his father? Did his father ever go after his family? Like now they live in New York.
The book is open-ended.
The book is like that too, yeah. But I was hoping in a movie they would have given us a little bit of like an epilogue.
Yeah, something.
Did she ever forgive her mom at the end? Like, what happened to her mom? What happened to... Did she just live in New York at the end with them?
In the book, something that was different was, I think in the book, her nurse Carla had said something to her about the files. I think that didn't Carla tell her, like, there's no files? Didn't she give that hint to hers and then she started looking? I know that she was more involved, Carla, with her finding out that she actually isn't allergic to everything. But in the book, in the movie, she wasn't. Carla was like gone.
I did really like how the filming was, how when she goes out into the world, how the filming was very like jarring for her to see a street, to see, and I like that dialogue when they're in the car, she's like, oh my god, you're going so fast, and he's like, we're going 30, and she's like, is that fast? Like things like that. I love this scene when she goes and she gets a bathing suit, and she comes out and he looks at her, he's like, it's a little, she's like, yeah, it's a little small. It's small. It's a little small.
He's like, I'll be out here then.
Oh, I loved how she gave book reviews and how it would show her book reviews a little bit. And in one of her reviews, she was like, love is worth everything.
Yes,
that
was
a really great way to incorporate like the title and everything. I was gonna rate this, I'd probably give it like a 4-star out of 5, maybe like a 3.5, 4. Like it was,
I would definitely give it a solid 4 stars.
I gave the book 5 stars because I really loved the book. But the movie, I mean,
I think I like the book a little bit better.
Yeah, I like the book better. Let us know what you guys thought about the movie, and let us know if you guys want us to do some book videos. We would really like to discuss more books and recommendations and what books we love to read, because you can see like in our videos that like I have a lot of books.
Give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe.
Follow us on Twitter. We are at City of the Fields.
Alright, thank you for watching.
Thank you so much for watching.
Bye!